What's causing the decline in male approaches? Harsh truth revealed. Hello everybody, and welcome to One Male. In this video, I will talk about a topic that's been on many people's minds lately, the decline in male approaches. Many people have been speculating about what could be causing this trend, but I'm going to get down to the bottom and reveal the harsh truth. So stay tuned. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would be like night and day if you looked at the world in 2022 and then went back to 1950. I've recently questioned why males don't approach women as frequently as they did in the 1950s. People are more alienated than ever when they have no choice, to the point where they scarcely speak to each other, and males no longer approach women. I believe it is worthwhile to begin a dialogue to determine where everything went wrong and what this could signify. Why would we do that? Except in particular social contexts, most guys avoid approaching women for various reasons. Women have made the procedure so dangerous and unrewarding that males have decided the juice is no longer worth the squeezing. First, creep shaming. Unless you're an extraordinarily confident and swaggering extrovert, you're terrified of getting creep shamed, even if you don't appear weird. Everything has to do with attraction. Suppose the woman isn't attracted to you and is a nasty person, your chances of getting humiliated and creep-shamed increase dramatically. Some women are fierce when rejecting males, it's a sadistic delight for them. Second, fear of rejection. As with the first point, if a male is socially awkward and insecure, he is more likely to dread rejection. As I previously stated, some men have been rejected cruelly, preventing them from approaching women. Men were already afraid of being rejected and humiliated by women. So, for a man to come despite being turned down, mocked, or labeled a creep, implies he believes the goal is worthwhile, yet we live in a society where women regard average men differently. They are not interested in them as predators, creeps, assaulters, or rapists. We must acknowledge that women consider different men differently depending on their rank and perceived value. Third, fear of being accused of molestation. It may sound paranoid, but some males are apprehensive about approaching women following an upsurge in bogus molestation accusations. Women wield considerable authority and can easily abuse our skewed Indian laws. Furthermore, women worldwide are ready to criticize men these days. A polite and considerate guy is labeled too nice and boring and is friend-zoned. If a guy smokes, drinks, and parties till late at night, he is labeled as a bad person, arrogant, and irresponsible, yet if he texts a woman every day, he is labeled as needy, desperate, or has nothing exciting to do with his life. Women don't bother to respond. If a man does not text a woman, she perceives him as not interested in me, who cares? I'll find someone else. Fourth, playing hard to get. Some ladies engage in mind games. The well-known slogan, "No means no," has been embedded in our minds. When a woman turns down a guy's advances, he moves on. This never-ending loop wears guys out on women's trash. When they are played for the millionth time, males think, no, not this again. When approached by a beggar or homeless person who appeared unclean, you went on the defensive and refused to speak to them or give them anything. The same is true for women, but it is far worse today than it was a century ago. Women must be especially cautious since men may abduct them against their will. When a man sees a lady he likes and wishes to speak with, she appears chilly and closed off. He will presume she does not want to talk to anyone and will not approach her. On the other hand, modern women don't care and are unwilling to change. When men do not come, they are irritated and say that guys are not interested in them. Modern women are cheating on men more than ever, abandoning partnerships more frequently than ever, and abusing men with increasing malice as time passes. So some men are finished. Some folks have agreed that you should stay over there and look after the infant and tyrant. I'll do things my way. So that's where we are now. As a result of men and parents not joining partnerships, addressing women in masculine settings that teach males about women, such as this YouTube channel, is pointless. Men realize they don't want to spend their lives chasing women on the left. So men have decided that the game is rigged and that dating and marriage no longer serve any purpose. Conversely, men do not approach women since there are no appropriate areas to approach women without appearing weird. Where would you even start meeting people? In a library? Are you at the bar? At that other random location that's cool with the kids? These locations are either completely unoccupied or highly noisy. What would you even say to someone? You'd have to bother someone at the library while they were browsing. They will chat to you politely but will likely be in a hurry. A library is no longer a place for people to unwind and read a book. If someone approached me while I was perusing books, I'd probably politely nod and try to get out of there as quickly as possible. It may be deafening at the bar and gatherings. People go there to have a good time with their pals and dance or drink lots of alcoholic drinks. Not to mention that chatting with other girls might get strangely physical because you can't converse properly through all the noise. People on the bus or train want to get to their destination. They are frequently exhausted from work or have just awoken. They won't have time to chat or stop for coffee with random individuals. You'll have a better chance of getting folks to go for a little cup of coffee at a shopping center. They are already close to several restaurants, and they've set aside some time for shopping and other activities. However, do you believe it is simple to approach a random stranger and ask for lunch? There are far better ways to discover individuals to date unless you're incredibly confident. In school? Students already have a lot on their plates. Many research includes predominantly male or predominantly female subjects. Similarly, a different department about healthcare a few levels down featured only women. We never talked because we were usually too busy. People are too preoccupied with their academics and jobs to devote time to courting. People between 18 and 26 are more likely to study and work part-time on weekends. Often, they will not have much time to begin actively dating women. As a result, they will not ask them out. Even when they do ask them out, it's typical for them to take their time. Only after I finished my education did I have more free time. However, for many guys, this is the busiest time in their lives as they struggle to establish their place and provide for themselves. Availability of dating websites. Dating apps make things a lot easier. The trouble of constantly approaching ladies and being rejected is gone. And your objectives on dating apps are pretty straightforward. You're there to date. If I'm actively looking for a girlfriend, future marriage, finding folks who share my goals makes a lot of sense. Not only that, but it also shares their hobbies and the type of person they are seeking. Why would I go to the hassle of contacting a girl somewhere else only to discover she already has a partner or isn't interested in me? Many ladies were outraged when men approached them. While this is overstated, several women had reported feeling harassed when men just said, "Good morning," as they passed them. How dare these men to approach me? I believe there was a viral video someplace of a woman walking through New York for approximately an hour and claiming to have been harassed at least 50 times. However, when you watch the video, all you see are individuals saying hello and goodbye. We men have become more alert and polite by not interfering with other people's affairs. Unfortunately, some ladies encourage us to approach them, while others are offended because we say hello. I'd had enough of that cat and mouse game, so I avoided women like that entirely. Ladies began approaching us as well. On other occasions, I've been contacted. But the essential point was that I was in regions where women might reach me easily. I've been approached numerous times. I suppose I approached 50+ girls, but only about 10 or so of them piqued my interest. So how frequently was I approached? Approximately 5 times. The best relationships I've had were when women contacted me. Not the ones I came across. Women frequently play hard to get and engage in games. This is too much for me. When a woman displays interest but wants to play hard to get, I've practically driven her away. She will try to appear more appealing by making me work for her, which will not work. If a lady doesn't respond to my actions or words by acting difficult, I'll assume she's not interested and go on. This has happened several times, and I'm glad I didn't attempt it again each time. I only didn't get a hard-to-get girl when they approached me first. After that, we felt on equal footing and were equally interested in one another. We avoided the pursuing game and sought to get to know one another. Women will only worsen, so we'll stay put and enjoy our peace, quiet, and freedom. We don't have a girlfriend, we don't need a wife, and we don't need to experiment with excess. That is how it will be in the future for males who want to be in partnerships. That's all right. I like your fantasy. Remember that you are in danger of getting arrested, publicly humiliated, ridiculed, and wrongly accused of something you did not commit. Men now have online dating options such as Tinder and sugar daddy sites, making approaching random women obsolete. Why take the chance of rejection and public humiliation when I can pay a woman to leave? Why should I waste my time coming, ladies, when all I want is her legs over my shoulders? This is why guys avoid approaching women. We don't have to. When they find someone appealing, women should approach him. Women should not attempt to entice guys to come to them. They could, but this should not be their method of attracting men's attention. Because we are equals, you should approach us the same way we approach you. Also, I have a video where I explained the top 10 reasons dating is declining and what you can do about it. So if you're single and looking for love, pay close attention because that information could change your life. So what are you waiting for? Check my latest video out now.